All right, we're going to start off bright and early. I'll get this up on the TV channel during the live stream because we're going to be running really late because the Star Citizen Live with Benoit is today. So, PU Monthly Report, January 2025. My guess is it's not going to have a lot in it. Because the game has not represented that it has a lot in it, right? So it's like, what have you done? So what I'll be looking for, and I have not pre-read this at all. I have not seen a single word. We'll be looking for things that will stick out. AI content team began prototyping an upcoming NPC that will utilize an amalgamation of several behavior types. Work was done on proprietary tool that will allow designers to generate a script of in-game engine dialogue flow and ensure the lines work as intended. This will allow for much more efficiency. Interesting. That sounds like a mission giver. Okay. Team began updating Stanton's landing zones with bespoke air traffic controllers that better represent the city. Something that we had in the original 3.0, I feel like, right? Whenever Levski came in. Remember we got the Levski guy? That was like so goofy and fun, but okay, very excited. I have not heard. Now, my favorite part about this is I don't think anybody's reported this as a bug, and if you have, send me the issue council report. One of the things I enjoyed the most when we got to Pyro from 4.0 was the new air traffic controller in Pyro that was very robotic sounding. It was just different and fun and new. But then, when was the last time you heard them? I have not heard them in a couple weeks, months, maybe. Maybe once in the last little while. I just hear the sound that it like, oh, I recognize that you called in ATC, but I have not gotten the sound of landing. Yesterday at Starlight, oh man, I've just been unlucky, I guess. Finally, designers continue ongoing review of Stanton, this time focusing on Grimhacks to refactor the population to ensure it's using correct behaviors. Okay. AI features split between bug fixes and creature behavior improvements. For example, the code for throwing grenades was updated to unify some of the code paths. All right. Human combat behavior. Friendly fire checks were updated to not consider a large bounding box of vehicles as friendly. For creatures, the team focused on improving the Valakar's behavior. Another Valakar mention. We're working hard to make sure this creature arrives in your hand in the best way possible. Okay. That was basically the exact line they said last month. Devs are currently expanding the group system to be more dynamic. First use case was the Krause Grazer as having better understanding of the group. Yeah, so this is a little bit old, I feel like, but when you shoot one, the group moves, things like that, I think, is what they're talking about. The whole group runs away. Let's move on to AI. This stuff is usually a little more technical. Yeah, they're all talking about their tech that they use. I wouldn't call out anything there, even though they have an AI tech section. Yeah, this is some game dev stuff that I just don't understand, I guess. AI tech began the year fixing bugs, improving features, and kicking off new tech. And then they mentioned, again, the StarScript tool, which was mentioned up here, as you could see. So here we go. AI Tech also finalized December's chase and melee attack movement request, which delivers a boost in both performance and visual fidelity. I don't think I've ever been meleeed by an NPC, so that would be interesting if we had that. And then more AI stuff with server meshing, which still isn't done. This is going to be going on all year, I think. They're having stuff work with server meshing. So, yeah. Animation. Animation team began working on the Copian Hound. Copian Hound. This must be the friendly Copian. Better would be my guess. And various sizes for the Valakar. Or the Copian Hound being a larger Copian, potentially. I don't know much about dogs, but I brought my new puppy because I've never had a dog before. We brought her to a dog park and we were very nervous. And there were two giant dogs, and one of them was a wolfhound. And we ended up making friends with these people, and um, we want to bring the dogs on play dates and stuff because they work so well together. But how does hound just mean big dog? I have no idea. So for the dog people out there, teach me. AI for the Spec Ops set alongside two others are currently underway to add more challenge to combat. That's exciting. Hopefully the AI reacts to us. I'm still seeing very rough AI, but they're getting better. They're getting better. That's for sure. Hounds are hunting dogs. Oh, are these more like hunting people dogs? Okay, maybe, which they already do. So, yeah, I don't know. Character art. This is a bit longer than normal. In January, the character team continued working on Starware art debt. They also modified the Duster armor, progressed with stealth armor, designed a new backpack, and developed additional creature variants for future patch releases. Okay, creature variants. All right. We'll see. That must be the dog, I would imagine. Concept art team explored ideas for various new items and are currently looking into paint schemes for existing armors. Monetization time. And that's what we want to see. Honestly, we want to see the monetization go this way, and we don't want to see it go the way that it has the last couple of years. And when I say we, I mean me. I don't want to speak for anybody there. Community, we skip because they just sold stuff to us. And then the Daymart rally. Core gameplay. This used to be the biggest section, and now it's the smallest. Surprise. Throughout January, core gameplay teams investigated and improved many issues found in Alpha 4.0 live preview. Some of these proved difficult to reproduce and resolve, leading a few false positive fixes. The team are currently expanding on their debugging tools and logging to better understand future problems. Yeah, this is rough. There's not even any core gameplay things being discussed here at all. They also began planning for the rest of the year. Shouldn't that happen at the end of the year? So when you get back to work, you're ready to go? Isn't that more efficient? Nobody ever does that, do they? It's like going to the gym in January. You're like, on December 30th, you can't go to the gym because we're starting in January. Also, we're in February now. Yes, but this is data. This is information gathered from January monthly report, PC. January. So they're telling us what they did in January. This is a simple concept. But yeah, so they're telling us what they did. It could have been the first week of January that they did this. I'm just stating, what if you did it at the end of the year? Then you would just be like ready to go. Alongside this, technical documentation was created for fundamental improvements or rewrites of some of the core systems, including the transit and hangar flows. This involved cross-team collaboration to ensure that improvements are not solely on the game side, but also support content setup and the latest engine features. Technical docs for more reworks? No, I mean, this is talking about this is them. I can't this or anything like that. This is them saying, this is our priority. Transit refactor, hangar flow. We see how bad this is. We see how this is affecting you. This is our priority. They mention nothing else around gameplay because it doesn't matter what you do around gameplay if these two systems don't work, which we told you. We told you when you announced that 4.0 wasn't going with it. We told you you were stupid, and we told you it was going to affect you negatively. And then it's like, oh, I can't believe they're mad at us. But yeah, that's where we're at. So I don't want to be overly negative about the I told you so, but I did. And I want to be positive about they recognize the problem, they're doing the solution, right? So there's that. Economy needs to be this big. The economy, you need to be this big now. There's no more waiting. You need to be this big. You need to be long. You don't need to be one sentence. You're literally two sentences. The economy team kicked the year off gathering feedback and data regarding the changes implemented in Out for 4.0, which, I mean, like, they just made Red Stanton, right? When it comes to the economy stuff, I can buy everything in Stanton and sell everything in Stanton. I could buy everything in Pyro and I could sell everything in Pyro. There's not a whole lot of choice. Where do they gather feedback? Probably just on Spectrum. They then tweak commodity prices and fix several issues identified in Pyro. Okay. Mission design. They did the one mission that nobody needed, and I'm having fun doing them. I want to be very clear about that. But I wonder how this affected the ongoing mission refactor and how this could have possibly gotten in the way of it. Right? Yeah, there's an economy feedback thread. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys are enjoying. I'm enjoying the missions, that's for sure. There's some cool locations and stuff. Narrative began 2025 meeting with multiple disciplines to solidify new ways of delivering in-game narrative content. Can you like deliver in-game narrative content in the first place? This is getting there, but it's not there yet. I don't feel like I'm on the side of any of these when I'm doing them. And I don't know what it is. Is it the repetitive nature of the missions? Is it the lack of wild lines from the NPCs? Is it that we have no voice acting when we select missions, when we get close to locations? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is that makes it not feel narrative, because I do recognize now, like, all right, I'm choosing a side. I'm being pit against the other sides when I'm doing it. But that's about as far as it goes. So, it's not new ways of delivering it. Like, you have to deliver it well once, I think. And I'm assuming that's what they mean by new ways, but yeah, I don't know. I think it might be the repetition that's doing it, though, so I don't want to take away too much. They also focused on increasing the number of characters that players will meet in the verse. Through these efforts, their hope is that they expand on the storytelling opportunities that players will be able to experience and discover in upcoming patches. Hopefully, this means, you ever that RPG stuff where you walk by two people having a conversation and all of a sudden you get a mission for them? That would be cool. I would love that in this game. In addition, the team fixed any remaining issues for Alpha 4.0.1 and generated mission text, location strings, which is not fixed on a lot of these things, and item records for new content coming in upcoming releases. Okay. Online tech, permissions more granular. Following holiday break, online service team continued to add various improvements on the ongoing mission system refactor, including global events. Furthermore, the social and entity subscriptions. Yeah, this is all like tech stuff that I don't really get. R&D is much smaller than what we're used to. Soft terrain shadow generation. Nothing about really the weather and all that stuff as much like we saw last month. And then VFX was just misfortune. There is nothing new in here of any note whatsoever outside of we are working on the refactors that you need. And maybe there was something about an NPC, like Valakar throwing grenades. Oh, the Stanton land, like the ATC was kind of cool, but that's about it. It's just the beginning of the year with these guys is always so slow. But that hopefully will change today. We obviously have the talk with Benoit, and then I assume there's going to be an ISC the following week. And then we just get into what they are doing. And yeah, we'll see. So, like, I think the most disappointing stuff is that the core gameplay section is incredibly quiet, because are you not working on 4.1? Because you certainly are not bug fixing with the entire team on 4.0. So I feel, yeah, like no mention of engineering, no mention of fire, no mention of a lot of things. So wonder what's going on there with all that stuff. But anyway, that's the monthly report. So where's the content? I have no idea. Where is it?